the grind. Yeah, bubble grind.
Now we have a guy that could probably get in there if you...
It's game day. The Edmonton Oilers hit the road once again. World,
Hold on.
hold on. The Edmonton Oilers are a effing wagon. No?
Yeah, baby. They're both wagons.
The Oilers are a wagon, baby.
They're both
They
wagons.
take game one, 4-3. Complete domination. No, we'll get to it. It wasn't complete, but pretty damn close. Hey, it's Joaquin Gage to my right. Coob directly across from me. And I'm Hernan Salas in the blue hat. How you doing, Nasties? Welcome to EST Afternoons live from the William Huff Studios. It's Edmonton Sports Talk. Hit that thumbs up. If we don't hit 150 after an Oilers win in the finals, Gager, what the hell are we even doing? We'll shut this place down.
Oh, wait. We got 5 now.
Nice. 5. Oh, let's go. 150, 200. That should be it.
Yeah, I'm taking mine away. We're back to 4.
Hit us up on the River Korean box, 780-218-9999. Fun show on tap. Going to recap the hell out of this game. Red Light District at 140. Inside the numbers for Play Alberta. Nick Anderson from the Edmonton Elks, who's fresh off signing an extension. They get going on Saturday. Man, I'm fired up. I won a Tecmo.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah, but man, what a game, Gager.
It was
It was something else, bro.
So can I go through my my watching experience?
Of course.
Okay, so I was doing work and I had it on my second screen, right? So I wasn't fully engaged. Funniest thing happens right off the hop. So my brother-in-law and I have this texting relationship where if we find interesting beers, we'll take a picture of it and give a little critique of it and send the picture of the beer.
Yeah.
So he and I don't know how we synced up so quickly, but he shows me a picture of he bought a bunch of Kronbacher pills, and which is a German beer, and he writes on it. He goes, "Hey, got some Kronbachers. Let's go, Leon. Hopefully this breaks the drought." He sends that to me maybe 8 seconds before Leon scores the first goal. And so I'm like, oh my God. And he goes, that's one. And then he said he was watching the game, and then at the end of the game, he didn't drink another one, and he cracked another one for overtime. And Leon scores again. And like now I think he's at the liquor store buying like 48 of these things because he's going to be crushing them. But then I was like, so I was watching a bit of the second period, and it seemed like Florida was pushing and pushing and pushing. I'm like, geez, they're looking good right now. But then I had to go pick up my daughter from dance. And it's such a different experience hearing Jack's voice call the game on the radio.
Yeah.
And so you're picturing things in your mind's eye, and so obviously at home pass, I didn't see it right away and stuff. And then I got home for overtime. But it was a great hockey game. I mean, obviously it's great for Oilers fans because you get to go home happy. But this is the best 2 teams in the NHL are playing right now and battling for the Stanley Cup. It was a great game. It's awesome.
2 good teams. I mean, the physicality, that Mikkola, any chance he gets to slash you, he slashes you, cross-checks you. It's 2 really good teams. But for all those media members that were counting out the Oilers, and that haven't watched them, because clearly they haven't, stop counting out the Oilers. There's nothing they can't overcome. I'm sorry. in the first round, you're kind of like, sure, second, okay, third. Yeah. Like last night, down 3-1, dominated in the second period. They come out in the third. They outshoot them 14-2. Yes, overtime, the first 4 or 5 shifts, Florida had 2 glorious chances. 2 glorious. But after that, the 6th shift and on, the Oilers dominated overtime too. It was only a matter of time. They get a break. I mean, it's a penalty. You shot it over the net. And, like Reed Wilkins said, that's fatigue. Florida iced the puck a lot in overtime there towards the end, Joaquin. But like you said, overall, you got to be impressed. The Oilers outshoot them in the first, the third, and overtime. Florida brought it in the second for sure. They're not going to go away. This is not going to be easy, but I think people finally, hopefully, stop counting out the Oilers because they're never dead. And there's something that's ringing with this team right now, Joaquin. I just don't know, man. Like the sacrifices you saw yesterday, like Jake Wallman. How many times they show him on the bench hunched over because he was hurt, go from a block shot. Not just the Oilers, the Luosterainen made a shot block on Wallman in overtime. That puck was going top cheese. He caught it on edge, one-timer. And the blocks, like Podkolzin, I thought was fantastic last night. Just great. The only line I didn't really like was the Enrique line, Gager, even though they almost scored with Frederick. I think Frederick just got in too tight, and all he could do was put it back towards the pads. Yeah. But I thought both goalies, Stuart Skinner in the second period, held the fort. Bob probably wants the Arvidsson. I know there's a flying screen, but that's probably the only ugly goal of the night. I thought both goalies were awesome.
They were both the performances that you're seeing on both sides. You mentioned Wallman. He's making a name for himself, a playoff performer. Yeah. What he's doing, all facets of the game. What he's doing right now, it's impressive for a guy that looked like he was completely too far into the deep end when the playoffs started to what he is, where he is right now. Jeez. Oh, hello. Yeah. And, but the one stat to me that is probably the most impressive, because when I come from a time when if a team had a lead going into the third, that was it. The teams were able to lock it down. And I believe it was over the last 30 playoff games, the Florida Panthers going into the third with a lead have not lost a game. That's a confident team and a team that knows how to lock it down and win. And for the Oilers to break that record, and I think they did it against the Stars too. The Stars was even more. I believe it was it 42 games going into the third, a playoff game into the third. Dallas Stars were winning that game. It shows you said it. There's something different, but it's the mental toughness to realize you could come back. I think that, and we heard a lot of the players how they reacted at media. Stuart Skinner saying googly eyes at the Stanley Cup, and this year it's different. That experience factor of being there before. Both teams have the experience of being in the Stanley Cup Finals and in recent years, and I think that adds to the type of hockey that we're seeing. I know Oilers fans would appreciate 3 more wins with 10-0 wins, and just get this thing done. But I'm hoping for a long series here.
I don't think it'll go long. I'm not. I've seen enough. The Oilers are not losing this series. Oh, there's going to be celebrations to be had. I just don't know what date yet. I haven't decided. Yeah, there will be. That's how confident if you watched yesterday and you don't think the Oilers are going to win, I just don't know anymore. I don't know. I don't know if we can be friends. Florida's going to bring it, but come on. The Oilers are just an absolute wagon right now. Leon's healthy and thriving. How about the comeback vets? Do it again, man. This team is just unreal. At 3-1, I was like, oh boy, especially after that second Joaquin. I was a little concerned, but then the third, they just took over again, man. That's
what I was concerned about. I was concerned because what I've witnessed from the Florida Panthers through this playoffs is they find another gear and the other team can't keep up in the third period. Then that's when they establish themselves. But that wasn't the case. It wasn't like you said it before when I walked in here. You didn't say hi, but you just said that the Panthers they didn't sit back in the third. It's not like they were sitting back.
It wasn't LA.
No.
Like that's why it's more impressive on the Oilers side because Florida wasn't sitting back. Like they weren't. They were trying to come and get that next goal. And the Oilers just took over. The comeback vets strike again. I mean, Leon healthy and thriving. Kapanen scores that goal in OT. Hey, Gager, they're probably still fixing the roof there at Rogers Place in overtime. Like, good Lord, that would have been sweet. I said the Enrique line was just meh for me. Bouchard wasn't terrible, but he had 3 really bad giveaways. We saw a little bit of bad Bouch yesterday, but it didn't cost his team.
Well, the first, right away, right?
Yeah. And then the one late to Barkov. Yeah. I'll say this about Florida, man. I love the way they move the puck, man. That team is just, they're also very, very, very talented.
Oh,
I love
the way they play, man.
I love how they're getting in Ekblad's face. I just, there's so much in that game. It was great. We will get to 2 big, not big, but 2, I'm going to show some video in the second segment. We're going to talk about the challenge, good or bad, and then we're going to talk about, it was funny because yesterday, I don't know if you saw, maybe you're picking up your daughter, but when they tied the game in the intermission going into overtime, 5 of the 6 panelists on Sportsnet said McDavid meant to pass that to Ekholm. BX was the only one that was like, no, he didn't. He was just throwing it in front. So we're going to show it, and I want to get your thoughts. Don't tell me yet, unless you already did on 2 guys. Man, I got to get you off that show.
I got to give the people what they want.
And then you're doing oil stream for Gazzola?
What's going on here? I know, yeah. Tommy.
He's a busy boy.
Yeah. Those short shorts are making their way down to Calgary as we speak, I think.
Kale says Florida's not going easily. I'm not saying easily, but I just don't think they can beat the Oilers. Yes, don't give Florida any hope from John Carlo. Sing La Bomba, Hernan, and thumbs will soar. We discussed this already, guys. No one's moving any post. We made the decision when the Oilers win.
Smitty the welder there. He didn't like me saying this is 7. He said, get out of here, Gager. This thing needs to be over quick.
Just for the health of everyone.
No, I want unhealthy people. I want an unhealthy...
Hernan needs a summer.
I need peaks and valleys here. And I love you saying you're tired every day.
So the next game will be...
double overtime.
Will be game 100 for pre and post for Tommy Cass and I. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a long season, brah.
Yeah, deal with it.
And I'm training for the marathon. Hernan's tired. I don't go to bed till 12:30.
Yeah, it's very bad.
No adult should be in bed before 10 unless you work at 5 or 6 in the morning.
That is ridiculous.
Okay? No adult should be in bed before 10 unless you work 5, 6 in the morning.
Maybe if you're a bartender.
No, but like you shouldn't be. I can never picture myself in bed by 10.
Just see if that's healthy. Look it up. If you think it's healthy to go to bed past midnight every night.
Well, you still sleep. I'm still getting 8 hours, bro.
No, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
No. You're playing with fire.
No, I didn't move the post, Big Uke. We discussed it and we said would the series win. That's what we said. It's got to be extra special, guys. You know, you can't just sing it after every win. And it loses its...
You should have sang it after wins in the finals.
We'll see. Now you're moving the post.
Well, because you were all... I mean, I know it's hard for you now after you sing. You go out, everyone recognizes you don't like the publicity. You're this close to hiring bodyguards for crying out
I'll
loud.
tell you this, not one soul has recognized for singing La Bamba.
Oh, man, I got recognized the other day. I felt so bad because I didn't know if I acted like a jerk. I didn't know how to act. So my son moved back home, went to his place, had a bunch of junk. I loaded up my car, went to the dump. Right and as I go through and the guy goes, oh, so what do you have? And I go this. He goes, are you Joaquin Gage? And I froze. I was like, oh my gosh, and I was like, yes. And I think he expected me to say something, and I didn't. And I didn't know how to. I didn't even ask him his name. I completely. And I drove. He goes, just over there. And I drove away in such shame. And I said, God, I should have said hi to the guy. Or
I'm very awkward too, though.
It was very. I feel bad. So if the guy's listening at the Ellerslie Recycle Center, I apologize. I acted like such an idiot, but I was I was shocked that someone recognized me. Well,
You big
maybe
time.
I shouldn't be too surprised. The place I get recognized is the dump.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd no. No one. Max Bazoo says 10 to midnight is premium Netflix time. Exactly. Exactly.
No, it's not. 10:30.
Tail says
That's
10:30 is
right,
bad. Okay, but it's after 10. You're not a child, Joaquin. Why are you going to bed before 10?
Because that's what time you should be going to bed.
Oh boy. No. I don't know, man. You think we should sing today?
No,
we can't change it.
you
No. See what I mean?
Because you need to warm up the vocals. He's in the bathroom, before.
It's got to be special though, when we do it next. Like, I don't know what to do.
Yeah, and I'll just keep.
Do you have a guitar?
I do.
Can you bring it in?
Sure.
Yeah. Can you learn how to play La Bamba on it?
Shouldn't be too hard, right?
I heard it's only 3 keys.
Really? Okay.
Yeah.
My son could probably play it.
For real?
Yeah. He could learn it.
Would he come on the show?
I don't know how much that'll cost me. You know what? Maybe a Popeye's chicken sandwich. He basically do anything.
Okay.
Yeah.
Was he Reed Wilkins?
Yeah.
Lars says, because some of us work for a living and are old and need rest. Laugh out loud.
Oh.
No excuses, Lars. We all work. Yeah, the cup final especially. Yup, thumbs down. No, people are taking thumbs away. It's got to be organic, guys. It can't be forced. And we said it. We came to the agreement it was going to be after the series. So let's just leave it at that.
So win or lose, you're singing it?
Well, if we lose, probably not.
Yeah, I think.
Well, they're not losing, so I am going to sing it eventually. Just depends on what day.
I think you.
Hell, I might even
at the
sing
end
it.
of the series. You're singing it again.
When they win the cup, I might sing it on that show, on the post-game show. Tommy might boot me off the show, but I don't care.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, post-game show, La Bamba.
Yeah,
I'll probably there'll be tears. It's going to be a bloody mess over here.
Thanks everyone for. I couldn't believe 1,000 people watching last night.
That's unreal, man.
On YouTube.
Unbelievable.
That's the fact that people were.
We love you for it.
That's unbelievable.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, and a pretty positive nasty chat too.
Yeah. It was, how can you not? What you watch, sure, there's little things we can pick at from that game, Joaquin, but, overall, you got to be pretty damn
At
pumped.
this time of year, the regular seasons, that's when we can dissect these games to death, right? And call out people and stuff. But, I know we're close to the break here, but it's a polarizing position. I know that. That was what I played. But man, you've got to be happy with Stuart Skinner's performance.
He's
a big game goaltender. I don't know what more to say.
For all the doubters, they're all eating some crow right now. And listen, we were hard on him too.
Look, I even said at the start of the series, or the start of the playoffs, I thought Pickard might be the proper guy to go to just because he'd been playing. He's in a groove. Skinner was out, had 2 good games, and I think that helped the decision-making, whatever. But I always thought that it would be his net eventually, again.
Yeah, he's playing out of this world right now. He's good for him, man. Good for him.
So's Bob too. They're kind of on the same path. When they showed, did you see they showed the stats in the beginning of the playoffs, and that's the weird the weird mystique of goaltending. Playoffs are a different breed, man. You start getting into a groove. You're playing every second night, and it's you just find a level of your game that's most likely above your standard good level throughout the regular season, and you feel great. You're playing all the time, and you can taste it, feel it, smell it. Man, it'll be great.
It's coming home. It's gonna be beautiful.
Still don't know if they're gonna win yet. You're
no, come on.
You're really positive on that.
Come on, everybody. Hey, did you know Edmonton Sports Talk is presented by Play Alberta?
What?
Play Alberta is your home for online gaming excitement, featuring casino games, live dealer action, lottery, instants, and sports betting. Now with the new Play Alberta app, you can take the fun with you anywhere. Download the app or sign up today at playalberta.ca. You want to hit up the casino? Deposit $20 or more to get a $50 casino bonus using promo code EST Casino, and do the same for a free sports bet using the promo code EST Sports. Jason and Leduc, I stopped drinking coffee after first thing in the morning, and I can't stay up past 10:30 anymore. With the exception of playoff games, I go to bed at 9 p.m. and wake up at 6 a.m. every day. Andrew, the accountant.
Yeah.
Have kids, Hernan. Then you'll be bed before 10.
No. You know what? Just borrow mine for a night. That you'll be in bed by 8:30. And mine are teenagers.
You'd be at 300 likes today if you opened with La Bamba. Sing after the next three, troll. Yeah, okay. Should we make an agreement here with the Nazis?
It's up to you. You're singing, man.
But you guys sing too. You're part of the show.
I thought I was dubbed. No?
Smitty the Welder. Stu was great last night. Yes, he was. Tails, Jake Wallman had a game last night. He was awesome.
What? Wallman?
Mm-hmm. Doc Dad says, Hernan, we went against Chile tonight for the Grand EST. What does that mean? Against Chile. Soccer? They play today? They do play today, Joaquin.
You don't even know?
Well, I mean, okay, so they're still alive in World Cup qualifying, but like they have like a 2% chance. And they're playing Argentina.
Oh.
So Doc Dad, good choice.
Does Messi play?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, is he still playing in those games?
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
So it's FIFA week, so all the players travel to their national teams.
Yeah.
There's no club games, right?
Hold on, we just lost 800 people.
Yeah. You should take Chile. Trust me. I mean, you should bet against Chile.
Yeah. Oh, that's too bad.
Yeah.
Are you watching that tonight?
I might indulge. I like being hurt. You know, the Oilers hurt me for so long.
Maybe keep you even a little bit.
Even keel, bro.
Yeah.
Even keel. Hey, did you know the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino? Did you know that?
Did I? I think you mentioned that one.
All right. Check out, how about happy hour there, eh?
Oh,
525 drinks available Sunday to Thursday from 9 a.m. to 7 p.m. Unreal.
That's happy hours. Jesus.
I mean, I would have a beer at 9. All right, keep slamming that thumbs up. We love you guys. We'll look at some videos next regarding Game 1 between the Oilers and Panthers. Of course, Red Light District coming up. Nick Anderson from the Edmonton Elks inside of the numbers for Play Alberta. Keep slamming that thumbs up. Keep hitting us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Korean box. Here's our guy, Kubalicious. Sports Update.
The Bruins are bringing back Marco Sturm as their head coach to replace interim coach Joe Sacco. And on the court, Indiana visits OKC for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tip-off is at 6:30, while from Saskatchewan, the Riders and Red Blacks kick off the CFL regular season. That one gets going at 7 o'clock. And 4 games are underway in Major League Baseball. Jays and Phillies runless entering the second. Elsewhere, the D-backs are up 11-10 in the bottom of the ninth against the Braves, while the Royals hold a 3-0 lead over the Cardinals in the sixth. Meanwhile, MLB Commissioner Rob Manfred announced that the league may propose the use of robot umpires for next season. Manfred saying, quote, "I do think we're going to pursue the possibility of change." Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks are back in action facing the Harbor Cats in their series closer. Riverhawks finding a 9-1 win last night, first pitch just after 7. And at the Canadian Open, Canadian Taylor Pendrith is in a 7-way tie for first at 5 under at the end of round 1. Shane Lowry and Cameron Champ among the names sharing first place. This sports update is brought to you by the Capital Care Foundation. Financial support deeply affects residents at Capital Care, whether it's a one-time donation or monthly contribution. Every penny counts. Find out how you can donate at capitalcarefoundation.net. More recap Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Final brings us back on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Sunday through Thursday, 9 p.m. to close, head to the Banquet and dive into banquet burgers, sushi tacos, nachos, and more. Late night bites, big flavors, and epic deals. The Banquet. Get real. Play hard.
Timeout, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Since 1952, William Huff has been the heartbeat of Edmonton's advertising world. From humble beginnings to a citywide powerhouse, we've been the go-to for signage from print to design and installation. Partnering with Edmonton's top sports franchises and major events, we've helped shape the city's global reputation. Our secret? Unmatched customer service, decades of experience, and a passion for excellence we call the William Huff Advantage. Visit us online at williamhuff.com.
Keep your team jersey and rally towel close by and help bring the championship home. For all your other treasures, store them with Sentinel Storage. Store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. Like always, we appreciate you guys listening. iHeart, TuneIn, radio apps, EdmontonSports.com. Just slide on over, slam that thumbs up for us. And for all you watching, of course, we're very grateful for your viewership, your support, your messages that are great. We love you. One Night Pete says, in bed by 8:30, asleep by 9:30, and up at 5 a.m. for work. See, I said, if you have to be up 5, 6, work, like that's, you're allowed to go to bed before 10.
So, what time do you get up?
Around 8.
And then do what?
Usually turn on my laptop, get breakfast ready, plan the show.
Okay.
Yeah.
Why don't you, like you run, I don't know how you run in the afternoon. It's amazing that you do that.
I ran in the evening the other day.
Ugh.
It was great.
Why don't you run in the morning?
It's hard. I have sometime. I ran on the morning Monday. I did 8K in the morning.
What time?
8 in the morning.
Okay, well, why don't you go wake up at 7 and go running right away?
Because I don't want to.
But then it's done.
But he's not in bed until midnight.
Yeah.
I know. But then that's what I'm saying. You'll start going maybe 11, 10:30, go to bed, up at 7, get that crap done early.
But I don't mind running in the afternoon or in the evening.
But then don't you, so you running in the evening, probably it's like you can't sleep because you're all fired up on breaking your PB.
I do take a lot of naps.
So you should try. I guarantee it'll straighten you out. Start exercising in the morning.
I do sometimes.
Yeah, you should. Because then it's out of the way, though.
Yeah, I know. I get it. Like on Monday when I ran in the morning, and then I had the rest of the day, I felt so great, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. We'll see. Troll says, have you ever been to Chile? Yes. I love to go to Patagonia someday. Yeah. Chile's beautiful, man.
Has he been to Chile? He freed that country.
I've been
from
there.
The tyranny.
I've been there 5 times. No, wait. 86, 2096, 2000. I've been there 5 times. I haven't been there since 2018.
Do you have to sneak in?
No.
You use a coyote to get back in?
A coyote. I am good to go. What was I going to do this segment? Do you remember?
You were going to show some videos. Give the people what they need.
Get the people what they... Okay, let's get to this. Can you pull it up, Kubalicious? Okay, I want to get... Okay, before we play it, I want to get to... Man, listen. I'm not telling any Oiler fans how to be a fan, but like, come on, this was not goaltender interference. Craig Simpson called it right away because at first we couldn't see Kulak skate, and he said, "I think it's Kulak," and let's just run it. Gager, what? I thought it was a bad challenge. Do you agree with that?
No, but I have a reason why I don't think it was a bad challenge. Because Bennett gives it a little bit of the whoop, 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 whoop. Like he's got the happy feet going here. And I think...
But he stumbles. Gager.
I know. But the name bar on the back
yes,
says Bennett. So, okay. And yes, they're when you look at it, if it's anyone other than Bennett, I don't challenge it. If that's Corey Perry and you're the coach, this is what I said. I asked Reed this. If that's Corey Perry and he does that, and it shouldn't, it shouldn't, but does that influence the ref's decision to make the call?
No, but it's, let's just flip it. If that's Corey Perry, do Oiler fans think it's a good goal? 100% they do. Because
okay, I'm asking you if Corey Perry's on the other team and you're the coach and you see Corey Perry do that, are you calling goaltender interference?
No, because I'm looking at the replay, Joaquin. Like, listen, and that's the thing, right? If it was Corey Perry and the situation was flipped, we'd all be sitting here, man, what a grease ball. I love it. He's so greasy. Like, this is where, can you go back to the video? So right here, he's not even looking, because people are suggesting he knew what was he doing. Come on, guys. Like, he's tied up with Wallman. He's not even looking at Kulak. And then it's a stumble. Like, I don't think he throws himself at the goalie. Let's be honest.
He backs up pretty easily, man. You know how good these guys are on their skates? Like, most of the time you feel that little pressure. You're just lifting your leg.
No, I don't know, Gager.
Hey, I'm saying I'm not saying he wasn't tripped a little bit, but there was body awareness of Bennett, who hits guys like a truck, who is so good on his skates.
But people are like, Sam Bennett knew what he was doing. So you actually think Sam Bennett, tied up with Jake Wallman, said, I'm going to stand here and Kulak's going to come trip me from behind and I'm going to stumble. No, but some people are saying it in the nasty chat. Like, come on, guys. He gets tripped. Of course he's going to stumble and kind of bump into the goalie. If Corey Perry did that, we'd be applauding it. We would.
Well, I'm not saying that, but we're looking at it from the coach's lens, going, am I going to get this call? And I think Knoblaw, there's a few reasons why he does this. First, I think it's because it's Bennett. Second, Reed and Cass came up with this too, which I agree with, is the Oilers just crushed a PK. Like, they got the fans going, they got some juice from it. I think this was a coach putting faith into his penalty kill. And also, faith in his penalty kill and showing his team he trusts them a little bit in this scenario. You're going to go kill this if I make this, right? So, bad call.
If you actually think that's golden interference, I'm sorry.
Okay, if you're saying if it's golden interference,
it's not.
Probably not. But I can see why you do possibly make that.
And he doesn't lunge at Stuart Skinner, guys. Come on. Like, what are we doing here? Like, take out the Oiler glasses.
He falls a little easily into the goaltender.
But he doesn't lunge into him.
Well, there's no lunge.
Like, I said it last night on the post-game show, too. I'm not making this up to get clicks, buddy. Like like some people suggest. I said it last night. I tweeted right after it happened. I said that's not goaltender interference for me. Who cares? Because it didn't cost him the game, Joaquin.
Reed threw Chris King up against the wall in the elevator going down and asked him about it. But
Like, it's so like, sorry, I don't think everything has to go the Oilers' way, but like, sorry, that wasn't goaltender interference. If Corey Perry did that on the other way, I'd be saying the same thing. And I'd be saying, yeah, Corey Perry probably knew what he was doing a little bit and felt the trip and decided to fall back a little bit. Sure, 100%, right, Joaquin?
No, it was vicious. He should have got 5 in a game.
Like DT says, Hernan, it's okay to be logical. Come on. Like, what logic, man? He got tripped. He stumbled. What else do you actually think Sam Bennett's standing there planning this?
If you're thinking planning, no. Of course not. But
he's stumbling, guys. When you're falling backwards, what do you do? What do? You try to... And now we're talking about, well, look at his elbow. It's leaning on... Well, of course, he's right beside him.
Should have got 2 minutes for elbowing.
Oh, whatever. Hey, fine. It was goaltender interference. Okay.
No,
when Corey Perry does this, I don't want to hear a peep out of anyone. I don't. Because you know why? Everybody's going to be like, oh,
the goal will get called back.
It's great. Man, what a play. Not a penalty. Get out of here with that. And when Reed Wilkins agrees with me, you know I'm right. Reed's the sharpest mind here at EST.
He is? He is.
I mean, it's good to disagree, whatever. I get it.
No, I agree with you, but I think that Naba thought, you know what?
Just the way what's going on.
Well, it's Bennett.
Yeah.
It's the only reason. If that's anyone else, you're not doing it.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you the question. If you're a coach and Corey Perry's on the other team and he does it, and you know it's not, but it's Corey Perry.
Yeah.
And it shouldn't happen. Refs shouldn't be influenced by the name bar.
And
but you can't tell me it doesn't happen.
And the review was quick, so you knew it was going to stand. Like, it took them less than 20 seconds to review it.
Oh, I didn't know. I don't know what that means.
Well, because usually when they take long, it's like, oh boy, what are they going to do? Like, they looked at it, 20 seconds, boom, you had the decision made.
Well, it's like a jury coming back early. Like when OJ's jury came back, I was like, oh, this is sealed. So I don't know.
Did they come back quick?
Oh yeah, it was like 2 hours.
Okay.
Yeah, 8. Well, how many months was that? 8 months, and they were like, we're done. We're going home. Like half of them goes, I just wanted to go home.
I just want to get the hell out of here.
You know what though? My remember I told you a few weeks. My son he went to jury duty today.
Oh really?
Yeah, I can't wait to find out. Maybe he's sequestered.
We can't tell you anything.
Oh, he'll tell me.
Cool, when you're cutting this to put it up, cut this part out.
Yeah, maybe cut that.
Good thing I don't cut anything from the show. No,
Bodie's Dad, why am I in jail? Sorry, kiddo. I was talking about you on the show today.
Okay, quickly, the next video I want to show, I brought up the panel, and BXA was the only one that said he didn't think McDavid meant to do this pass to Ekholm for the tying goal. I just want to get your thoughts on it. I mean, I could never question Connor McDavid, so here it is, Joaquin.
Is that as big as we can get it, Coop? Oh.
Here, they're gonna run the replay again. I really hope so. Well, it's a very terrible clip. Okay, whatever. Here it is. Like, is he looking for Kane and they get a break?
Yes.
Because, I mean, it's worked out great for Oiler fans, but.
Yeah, he's looking at Kane because look where, first. Okay. But this is what I'll say.
That's good, Coop.
He was looking at Kane to get it to him first, but I will never put it past Connor McDavid to realize that he has a second layer coming too. Yeah. And if this goes past, it's going straight to Ekholm. So,
and you know what's crazy?
God, that's his spot, hey?
Yeah.
How many goals has he scored from there?
It's crazy.
Probably over half of his goals are actually scored from that
high
spot.
glove.
That's a
from
good
there.
point. Yeah.
It's money.
Yeah. It's you know what's crazy? So before that goal on the panel on TNT, Wayne Gretzky goes, he broke it down. He goes, they're cutting him off when he's trying to go. He goes, he needs to go around the net, stop, and then look for the pass out front. Wayne Gretzky said that.
Are you serious?
Connor McDavid went and did the exact same thing. It is unbelievable, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. So you think it was going to Kane?
Yeah.
Okay. But he also saw the layers.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like, he's the greatest player on the planet.
And look, Kane, like, I don't think he got an assist on the play, but he deserves a huge assist. He draws 3 guys to him. And what is he doing? He's not fanning out looking for the one-timer. He's just crashing the net.
Yeah.
And that just creates chaos. Opens up Ekholm to come in with that, like, I don't know how long that stick is, but it's got to be at least 8 feet. Yeah, it's huge. He just blasts that thing high glove.
I'm so happy for him. He's awesome. Like the Viking, everything he went through. He wasn't supposed to play in these playoffs, Gager, in the training. He gave kudos to the training staff to getting him back.
Yeah, that's great.
So, okay. So, what do you guys think, Nasties? Was he going to Kane, or was that a brilliant pass to Ekholm and use Kane as a decoy? Because Bieksa didn't buy it.
Yeah, no.
He was like, nope, you guys are wrong. It was a pretty good.
He's great.
Oh, it's a good little say. What's that?
No, we don't want to tell people where people are staying or whatever, but who knows where he's staying. But
we'll send Koob there to track Bieksa down.
Koob, can you go get Bieksa and bring him back here?
$5 for gas or double-double? I'm on the way.
All right, coming up next, it's your favorite segment of the week. It's the Red Light District with Joaquin Gage. Like always, a portion of this hour brought to you by the Canadian Brew House. Make your birthday legendary at the CBH. Epic food, killer drinks, and a vibe you can't beat. Book your party now. The Canadian Brew House, our house is your house. Keep sending us messages to the River Cree Box 780-218-9999. Nasty chat as well, and slam that thumbs up. Here's Kubalicious Sports Update.
Breaking news in the NFL, Tom Pelissero and Ian Rappaport from NFL Network are reporting that 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers is set to sign a 1-year deal with the Steelers. While in the CFL, the regular season gets underway tonight. Riders playing the Red Blacks. Kickoff for that one is at 7. And out in Boston, the Bruins have hired Marco Sturm as their next head coach to replace interim coach Joe Sacco, who took over the bench in November. From OKC, the Pacers challenge the Thunder in Game 1 of the NBA Finals. That one starts at 6:30. MLB action has Toronto hosting Philly. Toronto up 4-0 through 2 innings. We also see St. Louis down 3-1 to the Kansas City Royals in the 8th, while the White Sox are up 2-0 on the Tigers in the 5th. For the Riverhawks, they close out their series against the Harbor Cats tonight just after 7. Edmonton can get the sweep with a win tonight. And the Cactus Rats are also playing tonight. They're on the road in Lethbridge. On the links, there's a 9-way tie for top spot at the Canadian Open. Taylor Pendrith, Justin Rose, and Shane Lowry are a few names sharing first at 5 under par. This sports update is brought to you by Windsor Plywood Leduc, locally owned and operated since 1993. They're more than just plywood. They offer everything from doors and flooring to decking, fencing, and custom millwork. Windsor Plywood Leduc. They're the experts you need to know. Gager has his red light district on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The EST Hangout.
Initial thoughts, it was great. It was just a very fun game. I thoroughly enjoyed it. It had everything. It was physical. There was some scoring, coming down the stretch there. There was a lot of the teams were playing great defense as well. So as a fan, it's everything you want in a game.
The EST Hangout, presented by Sentinel Storage. Weekday mornings 9 to 11, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Experience the iconic music of Dire Straits with DSL. Dire Straits Legacy, June 12th in the venue at River Cree Resort and Casino. Featuring original members and musicians who recorded, performed, and toured the globe with Dire Straits. Alan Clark, Dire Straits' first keyboardist, plus Phil Palmer, Danny Cummings, and Mel Collins. This incredible show includes all the hits, Money for Nothing, Sultans of Swing, Walk of Life, and more. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Looking for quality building materials and friendly advice? Visit us at Windsor Plywood Leduc, family owned and locally run since 1993. From interior materials for doors, flooring, baseboards, and all the finishing touches to all you need for your outdoor projects like cedar lumber for decks and fences, plus all the plywood you'd need. Our full-time on-staff carpenter can help with anything odd-sized or custom, and from domestic hardwoods to exotic selections, we've got you covered. And if we don't have it, we'll track it down for you. Windsor Plywood Leduc. We're the experts you need to know.
Joaquin.
Yeah. You don't have to put on the red light.
Believe in me.
Those days are over. You don't have to sell your body to the night.
Joaquin.
Finishing up a heater.
You don't have to wear that dress tonight.
This is like an anaconda taking down a pig.
Walk the streets for money. You don't care if it's wrong or if it's right.
Joaquin.
Yeah. You don't have to put on the red light.
Joaquin.
Yeah. You don't have to put on the red light.
Joaquin.
Can't take it anymore.
Joaquin. Joaquin.
Yeah, baby.
Joaquin. Joaquin. 147. Welcome back to EST Afternoons, live from the William Huff Studios here on the west side of the city. What's it looking out there, Gager? Is it hot?
No.
Really? Smoky?
It's okay.
Yeah. Doesn't look too good.
It was smoky when I walked out of here yesterday.
Yeah.
Ooh.
That was a bit crazy there for sure. Hey, let's get to it, man. Favorite segment on EST Afternoons, the Red Light District. Joaquin, take it away.
So I originally had something completely different planned for this. And, well, truth be told, I didn't finish it in time. But I was going to, just to allow people a little reprieve from the game, because I didn't know how it was going to go, right? But I think because of how the game went, we're gonna pivot.
Okay.
We're going to go in a different direction. I'm going to save what I had for next week. Hopefully it's then, because I think it's kind of good. And although both segments will require listeners' participation, but we'll have to wait till next week to see this one, which is not hockey related. Today's, I think, warrants hockey related content just because of Game 1, Stanley Cup Finals, the way it went, overtime, Leon Draisaitl. Yeah. It's how do we not keep talking about this great game? So remember when, usually I say, okay, I have to see one game before I can make a judgment call on who has the advantage in this series. And quite frankly, I can't. I still don't know. All I know is that this is going to be a Stanley Cup Final, and not that last year's isn't, but I think there's more to it here. Right? And we talk about the matchups and how certain players the cream rises to the top. Like we already talked about Wallman, right? Just seeing his performance in the playoffs. Sam Bennett was getting praise from the panel of, if Florida does win this thing, he would be the front runner probably for the Conn Smythe.
Yeah.
So now that we have an idea of just the battles of what we're looking for, so now I have just watching last night's game and seeing the battles of the Florida Panthers, the in-between whistles stuff. What do you think is the most important battle for, let's just stay focused on Edmonton, for the Edmonton Oilers to win in the order to come out victorious and raise the chalice at the end of that? And after last night and seeing, and I just Bennett's play, see Draisaitl's play, see Mikola's play, Podkolzin, Tkachuk, Ekblad. I really have to say that with all the talent in the forward group, the defensive group, I still think this is going to come down to goaltending. And the fact that Stuart Skinner has got like the gauntlet, Lieutenant Eric references this as the final boss, the Bobrovsky boss. I can't believe that this is going to come down to Skinner, Bobrovsky, who makes the last save to win this series. And that's how close it is.
Well, you saw yesterday, Joaquin, like there was one save Bobrovsky did on a deflection. With
the pads, man.
I was like, come on.
Yeah.
Skinner was brilliant in the second period. There was that one sequence, he made like 3-4 saves. He was just awesome. I think you're right, man. I picked it as my X factor for the series. Who's going to give you that extra save, right? And let's be honest, Yarvitz goal. I know there's a flying screenplay about Colton. Great job there. And Bob got a piece of it, but that's a bad goal. Skinner lets that in. You know what happens, right? So I think that was the only bad goal last night. But outside of that, yeah, I'm with you, man. I think this is going to come down to those two top dogs, and they've both been brilliant, man. Like I don't know what else to say about them. They're so good, composed. I mean, Bobrovsky's a little bit older. He's been through a lot more than Skinner has. But even in the short career of Skinner, the ups and downs, bro,
huge,
enormous.
And you mentioned a good point there. So Bobrovsky, ups and downs, Columbus, Vezinas, all these things. Kind of like 2 years ago, it was the 1B essentially at one point.
They started with Alex Lyon. In the playoffs.
But saying that and being in the markets he is, if you condense that, I think the stuff that Stuart Skinner has to go through on a daily basis here after a poor performance is almost the same, I would say, in non-hockey markets like that. And I hate to say it, but no, I don't hate to say it, but like Dustin Schwartz. Clicks for Dustin Schwartz.
Oh, boy.
I mean, how many people are going to hate this? But look, you got to give Dustin Schwartz a little bit of praise here he's talking to Stuart Skinner every day. Like, I would love, you know how much you could put on pay-per-view to have the discussions between Dustin Schwartz and Stuart Skinner after games 1 and 2 of the Stanley Cup playoffs?
Oh boy.
What are those discussions like?
Just a documentary on the two goalies.
Oh my God.
And Bob and Skinner are different styles.
Very different.
Very different.
Yeah, the skill sets are different.
And I think last year in the playoffs, Skinner had better numbers than Bob, but Bob won.
Bob won. Yeah. At the end of the day, Bob wins.
So it's gonna be.
But he just it's amazing. I wish I would have had that tool in my repertoire. Truth be told, when I went up against the big dogs, there was an intimidation factor. I don't think Stuart Skinner has that in him. And look, there was battles I won too, but there was always that, gosh, this guy's got these numbers. He's highly touted. I got to have a good game because he's not going to give up any bad ones. Stuart Skinner's just facing the Goliaths, the behemoths of the goaltending world down when it matters most and coming out victorious. Like it's impressive, man. You got to give flowers to what's happening. And you look at Calvin Pickard too, man. He did a miraculous job. The Oilers aren't where they are right now without him. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there was a lot of Kings licking their chops, seeing them go to Pickard.
Probably. Well, when you go to your backup, it's, and it didn't work out that. You know what's, I love always saying, what if Pickard doesn't get hurt? Like, where are we? Do you know what I mean? In terms of the team, of the goaltending situation, is Pickard starting game 1 and up 1-0 and just brilliant? And we're talking about this guy like unreal. Like, it's weird how the sports world works because everybody was just so over Stuart Skinner after the first 2 games. Everybody was in love with Calvin Pickard. I just wish we knew if he doesn't get hurt where we are.
Look at all these Yahoos. Now it's Schwartz. Like,
I love it.
If it all gets to it and Dustin Schwartz lifts the cup on the ice, does he get booed?
Probably, yeah. I mean, if they win the cup, you can't get rid of him now like many people want to, right?
No. But I mean, like the Calvin Pickard, if you're going to ask that question, if he doesn't get injured,
yeah,
I think the panel, we're almost getting tired of hearing the panel talk about Calvin Pickard as the Conn Smythe winner.
Yeah.
Right? That's what happens.
And just quickly on Sam Bennett, like this guy is just like I'm looking at his numbers in Calgary. He wasn't even close to the player we're seeing. Like I was watching him yesterday. I'm like, where did this guy come out of?
Yeah, you texted me. Where did this guy come from?
Like he is just completely different from what we saw in Calgary. Like he's a playmaker. He's feisty. He makes good passes. Like he has it all.
You gotta remember he was one pick after Leon.
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
But in Calgary, it's like, I don't know if they were misusing him or whatever it was, but man, oh man alive, has he turned into quite the player, and this guy's going to get paid. He's a hell of a player, and why wouldn't you want a Sam Bennett on your team?
I don't think he leaves.
No, why would he? But
I looked at his contract status. I think they throw a good number at him, but it'll be $3 to $5 million less that he can get somewhere else to stay. I think he stays.
It's crazy, man. Absolutely insane how good he's become.
Why? You said it, didn't you? Why would he leave?
Why would he? Yeah.
They're a great team.
I mean, but money talks, right? Like if let's say the Leafs are offering $3 million more, you might look at it and be like, I can maybe help turn this team around and make a run.
X-Ray J. That's a funny one, buddy. That's a funny one. I'd like nothing more to see future Hall of Fame Dustin Schwartz ride off into the sunset a champion.
Yeah. He might. That's the best way to go about it, right?
No, you got to. I mean, if you talk the bad, you gotta praise the good too. In certain situations, and
just think of this: like, how did Calgary let Tkachuk and Sam Bennett go?
Well, Tkachuk's different. He's American, okay, and not that. Like Calgary's a great place to play. It's a hockey market. It's a nice city, okay, but I think there's a thing about playing at home, in the U.S.
I mean, they lost that trade. Like Huberdeau's good, but he's no Tkachuk.
No, Huberdeau came around this year though.
Yeah, he was better.
I think he's not the offensive player that you saw that year, but I think there's a two-way game in him that can justify that contract at least for the next couple of years.
Matthew Tkachuk on the Nasty Chat says, Benny says that constant smell of cabbage in Calgary reduced his hockey potential. He sounded really smart and scientific, so it must be true.
All right.
I'll be honest. Sam Bennett, man, like what a player, man. What a freaking player.
Bennett?
Oh, yeah.
Do you think he's more valuable than Tkachuk?
Well, Tkachuk wasn't very good last night.
But he's a good player.
Yeah, but you didn't really notice him.
No, off game from...
I think Tkachuk's got more skill. They're so similar. They're very similar.
Yeah.
Gager, did you know the afternoon inbox is presented by the River Cree Resort and Casino?
What? The River Cree Casino?
Did you?
Where they have the thing, the happy hours, like 20 hours a day.
Did you also know that Tap 25 restaurant? It's 50% off the entire menu, 7 days a week from 2 to 5 p.m.
I can't take it anymore.
2 to 5. What am I doing here?
It's unreal. It is unreal. Right, second hour inside the numbers for Play Alberta. We'll talk to Nick Anderson from the Edmonton Elks as they'll fly out tomorrow to British Columbia to take on the Lions on Saturday with Snoop Dogg in the house. No, that's a coyote. That's not a dog. We're back after the break here on EST Afternoon. We're one away from 100. Come on, let's just get there. I know you guys are all mad, but let's go.
Get your fix every single game with the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas. Whether it's breaking down the starting lineup, predicting key matchups, or diving deep into the game's biggest moments, Tom and Hernan are here to give you the best insight and analysis in the city. After the final horn, get the breakdown of every key moment, performance, and player reactions. It's your one-stop shop for all things game day. Catch the GCL Diesel Oil Stream pregame and postgame shows with Tom Gazzola and Hernan Salas, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Get ready for pure adrenaline at Buck's Auto Parts Annihilation Night. Friday, June 13th at Red Torque Raceway. Witness an action-packed evening filled with crashing, smashing, and jaw-dropping stunts. From heart-pounding collision to cars dropped from towering cranes and a jet car burn. Celebrate an early Father's Day of outrageous entertainment at Buck's Auto Parts Annihilation Night. Friday, June 13th at Red Torque Raceway. Just west of Highway 2 and Highway 19 at the Edmonton International Airport. Tickets and info online at redraceway.com.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
Celebrate your birthday at the Banquet Bar. Enjoy great drinks, amazing vibes, and unforgettable memories. Download the Banquet app and get a free pizza pie on your birthday. Book your party today at thebanquetbar.com.
Looking for a winning strategy for your retirement? Contact me, Joaquin Gage at K4 Financial, where expertise meets dedication. I will always look for a careful approach to your retirement, ensuring your financial future is secure. From tailored strategies to clear, actionable advice, I'm here to guide you every step of the way. Don't leave your future to chance. Get in touch with me, Joaquin Gage, today at k4financial.ca or email joaquin.gage@k4financial.ca to start planning for a brighter future and a more secure retirement.
According to NFL Network's Ian Rappaport and Tom Pelissero, 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers is expected to sign in Pittsburgh on a one-year deal. Back in Canada, the Riders and Red Blacks have a date to start the CFL season. Kickoff for that one goes at 7. In hockey, Marco Sturm is headed back to Boston to take over as their head coach for next season, replacing interim coach Joe Sacco, who replaced Jim Montgomery in November. Basketball sees game 1 of the final going in the NBA. The Thunder and Pacers clash at 6:30. Meanwhile, in Toronto, the Jays hold the Phillies 6-0 in the bottom of the third. 1 out, bases loaded. Tyler Heineman at bat for Toronto. 5 other games are live, including the Royals up 3-2 on the Cardinals in the 8th inning, and Detroit down 2-1 against the White Sox in the 7th. Well, back in E-Town, the Riverhawks and Harbor Cats have their series closer. Hawks taking the first 2 games, winning 9-1 last night. From Lethbridge, the Cactus Rats are also in action, taking on the Bulls. I'm Zachary Kubish. That was your sports update. The second hour of EST Afternoon starts right now.
Second hour here on EST Afternoons on this wonderful Thursday after the Oilers picked up the first win of the series in the Stanley Cup Finals. They're up 1-0, 4-3 win. Draisaitl 2 goals, the series opener and the game winner in overtime. Other goal scorers for the good old Oilers on the night were Victor Arvidsson, Mattias Ekholm, the Swedes, the former Preds.
Did they both make it to the final in 2017?
Yes.
When the Preds made it? Okay,
I think
they're both
so.
on that crew, right?
I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
I
They
think-
both scored from the same spot, too.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, that's a good point.
And then Draisaitl's, both of his goals came on the doorstep there.
On the doorstep. Game 2 goes tomorrow, 6 o'clock. Of course, we're all over it here on EST afternoon. On EST, starting at 6 a.m. with JMO and Lieutenant Eric. Reminder that Reed will go 3 to 5, and then it's Tom Gazzola from the Ice House at 5 o'clock for the pregame show, and we'll be back later that night to see if the Oilers win and go up 2-0, or it's a split heading back to Florida. Of course, Game 3 in Florida. Weekend off, which I think everybody's going to like, won't go until Monday, and then we'll be at BP's Westgate. It's going to be a wild time. Call him now. Call Tony. Get your rezo so you can hang out with the wonderful Tom Gazzola. Will you be going, Gager? No?
Where?
BP Westgate on Monday?
That's the one by the mall there, right?
Yes, sir.
Monday night.
Monday.
I don't think I will.
And your boy, Aaron Rodgers, sounds like he's going to the Steelers.
My boy. Yeah. What a catastrophe that guy is.
Yeah.
God, I read what Danica Patrick said about him.
Phew.
What a nightmare.
No race week, but then they returned the week after for Montreal. It'd be great.
Yeah.
I got to make a move here because I'm falling in the draft.
I'm moving up. I'm almost both my cars in top 10.
You're right behind me.
Am I?
Yeah, you're like
20, you're looking in your mirrors, huh?
You're looking 20 points behind me or something like that.
No, it's only a matter of time, buddy. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, so a few things on the Oilers. The PK. I mean, I think at this point, guys, like we'll take it game by game. I don't think they're going to become brilliant on the PK all of a sudden, but they'll find a way. Florida was 1 for 2. The Oilers were 1 for 4. I was getting a little worried about the Oilers power play there.
It looked bad.
Yeah.
But did you hear him on the broadcast? Doesn't matter. It matters when.
Yeah, exactly. When you're scoring those goals, which is key. They snapped Florida's 31-0 streak of never losing after taking the lead into the third period, which is unbelievable.
Crazy.
What a streak. Good on them. And game 2 is going to be awesome. Game 2 is going to be awesome. It sucks watching it here alone. I have no one to high five or hug.
Jesus, you want me to come in? Just ask.
It just sucks. I'm all alone. Anyways, it's gonna be a wild ride, man. You know what? The only thing I would wish the Stanley Cup Final, I wish it was like every second day, maybe 2 in between the travel. Let's get this going. If they go all the way, it's gonna be another 2.5 weeks, 2 weeks, buddy.
Yeah, it's a mistake from the league.
It's too long.
It's way too long. It's dumb.
Yeah. Let's get to inside the numbers for Play Alberta. If you want to deposit 20 or more to get a $50 casino bonus, all you have to do is use promo code EST Casino, usable for new and existing players. These are the June codes, and also deposit 20 to get a $50 free sports bet using promo code EST Sports. Gonna do a little NHL, a little CFL. CFL kicks off tonight, Gage. I didn't even know if you knew that. Lieutenant Eric is pretty pumped.
Pumped.
Can have a few beers, maybe some hamburger helper. As his riders are home to the Red Blacks. Okay, so let's do our picks for week 1. And Koob, we want you to participate. Well, Koob, do you want to participate? No. Okay.
I would rather not.
Koob just gave me the finger, so.
Well, the pointer finger, yes, the index finger.
He pretty much told me to go, you know where. Riders at home to the Red Blacks. Gager, what do you got?
Riders home to the Red Blacks. Now, I will probably be immersed in the CFL this year more than even last year. So, but my knowledge isn't where it should be. But talking with you guys, the pundits, so to speak.
After a month with me in the CFL, you'll be a pro.
Yeah, I'm going to have to go. And even with Justin Dunk yesterday, I got to go Riders.
Yeah, I'm going Riders.
I know what I'm talking about then.
So I'm in Reed's pool and I picked the Riders.
Okay.
So, all right, let's move on to the next game tomorrow. This is a hell of a game. I like how TSN has Cody Fajardo against Chad Kelly. That's not it.
Really focused on Toronto's Leafs offseason.
Chad Kelly's hurt and Cody Fajardo's in Edmonton. It'll be a friend of the show, Davis Alexander.
Right.
Against Nick Arbuckle, the reigning MVP for the Grey Cup. Alouettes at home to the Argos. Who are you taking?
I am going to go with the Alouettes. I hate to do it because Arbuckle just came in and did such a great job last year, but I just think that it's this is Montreal's game.
Me too. I'm taking Montreal at home. I think they're going to roll. I put a lot of stock into that game. This one's good. Tom Gazzola will be on the sidelines for this one. Ticats at St. Peter's. VA, his home debut in the red and white against the former legend in Calgary, Bo Levi Mitchell. This one's a tough one, Gager. Where are you going?
So word on the street is Tommy's still wearing shorts on the sidelines, and
he's going a la John Lou.
And Bo Levi is going to be like blinded by the whiteness of those legs that he won't be able to function. I'm going to go with the Stampeders on this one.
Really? Wow. I'm taking the Ticats.
No.
I don't know about VA, man. He's so up and down.
He's going to
New team.
New team is going to launch out like Leon Musk's rockets, but then it's going to crash 5 games in.
You know Bo Levi's good, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, he's leading the league for...
Yeah. So you're taking the Stamps, eh?
Yeah.
I'm taking the Ticats. What say you, Nasties? And then the big game. I am so pumped for this game. I think this is the first time ever. Don't hold me to this, but I think I saw that 2 Canadian quarterbacks face off against each other in week 1. I might be wrong.
How many times?
It's the first time.
Oh, is it?
Trey Ford versus Nathan Rourke. What do you got, buddy?
I'm going personal feelings entirely. I got to go Elks.
Yeah, I can't.
How can you? They have to win. So they have to win their first game of the year.
Yeah, they can't.
They can't lose again. They can't start this same thing that we've seen for the past few years here. They got to come out of the gates hard. And, you know, there's something to that. Like teams that, doesn't matter what league or what sport, teams that have been subpar prior, I think teams that are of a certain ilk take a little bit lightly. They have to go in there, and I think BC might take them a little lightly. We're playing the Elks, you know.
I think it's a little different, but it's similar to the Oilers for me with the Elks right now. Don't shoot yourselves in the foot.
Oh,
because a lot of their losses in the last 4 years been down to the Elks making mistakes, right?
Especially the first 6 games, they blew them.
Yeah. Absolutely. I'm gonna go pure. I can't pick against the Elks. I want them to win. I need them to win.
We need them to win.
Well, with such a new look, right? Changes in the front office all the way down into the lineup, re-signing Trey Ford, him being the guy for Edmonton entering the season. How big of an impact would a loss in the first week be? Because it is a new look,
That's a good question, Coop. This is what I was just going to ask. That's a good point. If it's a 31-30 loss, do we still look at it as a building, like they're going to be okay, or is it different? Because to me, a blowout is concerning. To me, a 1, 2 point, 3 point loss is not that concerning.
Well, for the things that we just mentioned, I think it does matter.
Okay.
If it comes down to a mismanaged plays, bad decisions, shooting yourselves in the foot, and they lose by 1, yes, I think that matters. If they play a really solid football game and lose by 2 points, then I think there is something that they can take. But I still, to me, I'm like, nah, man, enough's enough with this. The whole attitude has changed. Everything's changed. So you got to win that first game. And I think that'll do a lot to beat let's face it, a pretty good team in BC.
I have a really hard pressing question for you guys surrounding the game. What song does Snoop Dogg open up with?
Oh,
Gin and Juice.
Good question, Kubalicious. I love Snoop Dogg.
It's got to be Gin and Juice, right?
I think so.
Or does he open up with the new one? You know what? He's going to go to the oldies, right? He still makes music, but still the same Snoop, but he doesn't have that same aura around him. He's always carried that aura, but maybe not in his new tunes. You know what I mean?
What's my name, maybe?
What's my name?
Drop it like it's hot.
Any surprise guests? No, I'm kidding.
Lottie Dottie. She likes to party.
I wonder what he just comes up here and Because I know, well, it's not like Snoop had a hard time getting weed before, but I mean,
I'm
it's
sure
like
I'm sure he's well past.
I mean, have you heard his story in the White House?
But does he go into a dispensary and go?
Probably.
Yeah.
Well, because he's going back to the States, right? So,
Well, you can get one, can't you?
well, he probably flies privately anyway.
Yeah, I'm sure there's weed smoked on his PJ. There's smoking on that flight.
Colby, Coob.
Colby.
I don't know why I called you Colby. Coob, that's a great question. We should put some money on that.
Oh,
I wonder
play
if
Alberta.
we can. Drop it like it's hot.
Drop it like it's hot. I'll have friends on the ground there, so they can tell me what's the open.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Because they don't show the concert on TV.
Oh,
They'll show like B-roll.
He's probably warming up to it, like he's sound checks, right? So I guess he can't put money on that.
It's gonna be so dope. Okay, so the only difference between me and you this week is you're taking the Stamps, I'm taking the Ticats.
Yeah.
Okay. Smitty the Welder says he's taking the Rough Riders, the Stampeders, the Lions, and the Alouettes. Jesus, Smitty. No faith in the green and gold, eh? I think do you feel like they got to earn that now again? The trust of the team?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, that's a good point. They've been really bad for 4 years.
Yeah.
Imagine the Oilers like winning and competing for Stanley Cups. If the Elks can get back to that, oh boy.
Well,
the city champions is truly bad.
It's a nice way to go into the next season, right? Like, because look, Oilers fans, we're going to be pretty exhausted again after this. Like, it was exhausting.
Yeah.
And then it starts up so quick. Like,
Yeah.
remember we're all sitting around here going, are we really starting again with the
Yeah.
Oilers? And I think if we have some Elks, talks about a possible home playoff date or something like that. Just the transitional period, I think, will go a lot better with because we knew what did it come down to? The Elks were close to making the play. Like there was last 4 games.
I mean, they were on a good run, and there's even people talking about Grey Cup contenders, and kind of the wheels fell off a bit there. We had our watch party against the Bombers, and the Bombers just rolled them.
Yeah. But that was when the Bombers said, enough's enough. Let's get back to the Grey Cup, too.
And they'll be without Collaros for the first game.
Oh, yeah.
Because he's a jabroni.
Well, people that take that Ekblad costume can just take that other one to the...
Well, no, because he declined drug test.
But we know. Winnipeggers, come on.
Winnipeggers join us now. WSTers, the hustler.
Cheaters.
Right? What'd you guys think of the game last night? Are the Oilers a wagon? Yeah, they are, baby. Yeah, they are. You were saying it. Did you say it on air or in the break? Like how close is Winnipeg to being competing for a cup? Like they got to go through some heartbreak here. Even though they did,
it's a steep learning curve.
Yeah.
Is what they have to. They have to go up against
the Oilers.
Teams like the Oilers, teams like Florida. The willingness to sacrifice. I'm not saying they don't, but man, when you watch last night's game, the sacrifice made from every single player on each side.
It was unreal.
I mean, Ekholm's blocking, or Wallman's blocking shots with his teeth. Right?
Listerainen dove head first.
Like, come on, man. These guys are psychopaths right now.
They all just want to win. Let us know your CFL picks for this week. Also, let us know what song does Snoop Dogg open with. Okay, you're saying Gin and Juice?
Yes.
I'm going to say What's My Name, Coop.
Oh, I got to go. Could be Young, Wild, and Free, but I'm going to say Drop It Like It's Hot.
Okay.
He's going to start with a banger. All of those are bangers, but
Drop It Like It's Hot is good because it's a quarterback like dropping it.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Fumble
Andrew
like
says,
it's hot,
we are
fumble
here.
like it's hot.
Not sure how much heartbreak we can take. Come on, man. We went through the decade of darkness. We're damaged goods over here. That's why it's going to be so sweet when they do win.
Do you know for Play Alberta the new codes? Have you said the new codes?
Yeah, of course.
Because she was asking, so the YEG 50 code was just one time thing, or do we use it?
No, you can
month?
use it again. And you can use EST Casino now for June and EST Sports. That was inside the numbers. We did our CFL picks. It's going to be fun, man. I can't wait to sit down and watch that game tonight. Maybe with a glass of vino. Maybe. You never know. Maybe not. Up next.
Make a decision and stick to it, all right? Holy smokes.
I'm terrible. Ask me to go to a restaurant. I'd spend like an hour deciding.
You must be awful picking a movie on Netflix.
Oh, I'm terrible. I drive the Jeff crazy. She's like, can you pick something and stop scrolling?
Probably the reason you'd probably go to bed 2 hours earlier if you actually picked one right away.
By the time I pick it, we're both. All right. Up next, Slick Nick Anderson from the Edmonton Elks joins us here on EST Afternoons. Keep slamming that thumbs up and hit us up on the Nasty Chat and the River Cree inbox. 780-218-9999. Here's Kubalicious update.
Multiple reports from NFL Network's Tom Pelissero, among others, have said that former Packer and Jet Aaron Rodgers is set to sign with the Steelers, returning for his 21st NFL season. Back up north, the Riders play host to the Red Blacks to open the CFL season. Kickoff is scheduled for 7, while out east, Marco Sturm has been hired as the head coach of the Bruins, replacing interim coach Joe Sacco, who took over the bench in November when the Bruins fired Jim Montgomery. NBA action has a final starting with the Thunder meeting the Pacers at 6:30, and in baseball, Toronto is smacking the Phillies 8-0 in the top of the fourth. 2 outs for Philly. Chris Bassett on the mound for the Jays with the runner on first and second. Max Kepler at bat. Other action has the Mets and Dodgers runless in the first. The Royals and Cards tied at 4 in the top of the ninth, while the Padres and Giants are locked at zeros in the second. While on the links, it's a 4-way tie for top spot at the Canadian Open. Shane Lowry among the few tied at 6 under. Canadian Taylor Pendrith is just one shot back at the end of his day. 5 under, tied at 5th. Nick Anderson of the Elks joins us on the other side of the break. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
Experience the iconic music of Dire Straits with DSL. Dire Straits Legacy, June 12th in the venue at River Cree Resort and Casino. Featuring original members and musicians who recorded, performed, and toured the globe with Dire Straits. Alan Clark, Dire Straits' first keyboardist, plus Phil Palmer, Danny Cummings, and Mel Collins. This incredible show includes all the hits, Money for Nothing, Sultans of Swing, Walk of Life, and more. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
Keep your team jersey and rally towel close by and help bring the championship home. For all your other treasures, store them with Sentinel Storage. Store Canadian. Try 4 weeks free at sentinelstorage.ca. Proud partner of the Edmonton Oilers.
Timeout, Edmonton. The new Play Alberta app has arrived, and it's here to make your gambling experiences more fun, exciting, and secure. Enjoy the convenience of hundreds of casino games, betting live on your favorite sports teams, and access to lotteries all in one place, anywhere in Alberta. Enter code YEG50 to receive a $50 free bet when you make a $5 minimum deposit. That's a $50 free bet for new and existing users using code YEG50. Remember, if you gamble, use your game sense.
Hey Edmonton, ready to take advantage of lower rates and better pricing? South Fort Chevrolet in Fort Saskatchewan has you covered. From rugged trucks to sleek SUVs. And with over 40 years in business, you can trust that you're getting the best deal on your new ride. As the proud title sponsor of the Nielsen Show, EST listeners can drive a little to save a lot with South Fort Chevrolet's transparent pricing and down-to-earth sales team. Visit us today in Fort Saskatchewan or online at southfortchev.com.
Strike up some fun at the Banquet Bar. Bowling, drinks, and a great time with friends where the good times roll. Whether you're here to bowl or just hang out, the Banquet Bar is your go-to spot. Get real, play hard at the Banquet.
Got some gently used furniture or home goods that need a new home? Find Edmonton is here to help. Every month we furnish over 100 homes to those transitioning out of homelessness, and we need your gently used furniture and home goods. Drop off at 5120 122nd Street or call for free local pickup. Just visit findedmonton.com to learn how your donations can help create a home for someone in need. Plus shop our thrift store, in-store or online, with proceeds benefit those moving out of homelessness through housing supports. Visit us at findedmonton.com. Find Edmonton, supporting our community one home at a time.
.225, welcome back to EST Afternoons here on Edmonton Sports Talk. It's been a fun day, of course. Feeling good after the Oilers take Game 1 of the Stanley Cup Finals by a score of 43. The other big team in Edmonton gets going on Saturday, 8 o'clock local start here, as the Elks will take on the BC Lions down there in wonderful Vancouver. Snoop Dogg's going to be in the house. Should be a fun game. Trey Ford versus Nathan Rourke. Outstanding scheduling by the good old CFL there. And to tee up this game, we're joined by star linebacker of the Edmonton Elks, Nick Anderson. Nick, how you doing?
What's up, man? How you doing? I'm doing well.
We're doing great, man. Can't wait till Saturday. But first off, congratulations on the extension. Just talk about, committing to stay another year on top of this one and what it means for you and your family.
Most definitely. It's a true blessing. Anytime you got an opportunity to just play the game and extend your time at such a profound organization like this one, you jump at it. And, I'm a loyal guy. I'm a guy that's really built on, staying loyal to the people that stay loyal to me and the people that believe in me and my capabilities. And the Edmonton Elks organization has done that. And so, it was a no-brainer that I wanted to work something out to keep me here longer. And I'm glad that we got it done.
Nick, I got to say, first of all, congratulations on your season last year. Probably the more impressive thing was your fit and your outfit at the awards at the end of last year. You're looking sharp, my friend. But tell us a little bit about your summer. Has anything changed? I mean, obviously, I almost tackled you myself at the preseason game when you were going nuts out there with 11 tackles. Tell us about your summer. How are things going, and how have you prepared for this next upcoming season?
Most definitely. I mean, the off season was great. I went back home to New Orleans. That's why I trained at. Got with some great trainers. A guy named Duke down there, as well as Haiti Giovanni at Tulane. They trained me the whole off season. Did a good job of rest and recovery, because that was one of the biggest adjustments. It being my first year last year of playing a full season of pro sports. Just playing 18 games, man, what it does to the body. Yeah. So just being smart in the off season, making sure that I'm training the right way, but I'm also taking my rest days to make sure I'm recovering the right way. It was good to spend a lot of time with my family. And then getting back up here, it was great to see the change implemented, to see the structure and the order that we added to the organization, the time that we spent putting guys in certain places to run the organization that had the double E pride, knew what it was like to win here, knew what it was like to be successful here, and that has had a complete trickle-down effect all the way down to us being the players, of just understanding the standard that's in front of us, what we have to go out and implement week in, week out to accomplish getting a Grey Cup and bringing that legacy back to Edmonton.
Well, I think your off-season worked because, Nick, I mean, half a game and you had 10 tackles. How is that even possible, man?
Man, just playing with unbelievable effort. That's just one of the things I try to pride myself on, man. Anytime I'm on the field, whether it's preseason, whether I'm getting 10 snaps, 20 snaps, just playing each play like it should last. You never know when that play may be. And that's one of the things that, I really take pride in, is just going out there and leaving it all on the field, because we play pro sports, and each time you get an opportunity to play is a blessing, and I never want to take any play, any snap for granted. Nick
Anderson here from the Edmonton Elks joining us as they get set to play the BC Lions on Saturday. Nick, I got to ask, I mean, Nathan Rourke in 2022 was amazing up here. He was by far the best quarterback until he got hurt late in the season. It's going to be a good challenge for you guys, but defensively, when you look at Nathan Rourke and the weapons they have, what do you guys have to do to be successful as a D-core on Saturday evening?
Just overall play our style of football. JC has brought a very physical, fast, vision break style of football to this defense that really complements all of our talents. And just being able to go out and implement that. I mean, I haven't played against Nathan aside from the preseason game. I've heard a lot of great things about him. But when you have things like that and you don't have a lot of film on, him and the offensive coordinator working together, you focus on doing what you do well. And I feel like that's going to be our biggest thing on this Saturdays is going out and being us to the best of our capabilities. And I like, our talents versus anybody. And so that's going to be the biggest thing, understanding that, as long as we go out, we lean on each other and we do exactly what we're coached to do and play to our capabilities, then we'll be successful and get the victory on Saturday.
Nick, we all know you had a great season last year, and you always want to build on the success of previous years. How are you going to approach this now, having a year under your belt? You're not considered a veteran, but a young player in the league. How do you approach each game to not only mimic your performance from last year, but become even a better player?
Just overall keeping that humble attitude. I always like to tell myself that I haven't done anything yet. Last year was my rookie year, but you're only as good as what you just did. Mm-hmm. So, I had a great year in 2024, but in order for me to sustain what I'm trying to get to, which is, being one of the best players that ever, strapped up and laced up and did it, I have to continually to show up, improve day to day. So whether it's practice day to day or game day to day, I always try to make sure that each time I walk off the field, I'm better than the most previous time. And so, like you said, the preseason game was my mark of seeing, okay, let me be better than the Toronto game at the end of last season. And I feel like I did that. And so week 1, going against BC, my goal is to be better than the preseason game and then on to the rest of the year. But just staying in the moment, being on my feet are, not looking too far ahead, understanding that, the most important thing right now is the team success and how can I go in and week out being the best version of myself in order to contribute to that.
Nick, I know that an athlete doesn't put more pressure on him than he already does, but I just want you to know, last time you were on the show, you went out and had a killer game. So we're expecting nothing less come this weekend.
Appreciate you.
We'll take a little credit for sure. Nick, Snoop Dogg, are you going to be able to sneak out after warm-ups and catch a little bit of Snoop Dogg there? And do you have a favorite Snoop Dogg song?
I really just like all of Snoop Dogg's music. Most importantly, I like his personality. I don't know if you all know this, but Snoop Dogg is a Mississippian. He was born in Mississippi. So, hopefully, hopefully I can get a chance to meet him. And hopefully after the game, he'll become a fan of the Elks. So I'm looking forward to him being in the building. I know it's going to be great for not only the teams there, but just the CFL in general, just getting some more spotlight to the league. But it's going to be a great venue on Saturday.
Hey, Nick, and it sounds like it's almost sold out, so it's going to be an awesome evening there, not only for the concert, but for the game itself and playing in that atmosphere. I got to ask you, Nick, you've been here now, it's your second year. Do you have any favorite food spots here in Edmonton?
Favorite food spots? Favorite food spots in Edmonton. Oh, I gotta go with Wing Snob.
Oh yeah, they're pretty good there. Yeah.
They're pretty good, man. Their hot lemon pepper wings are the bomb. That's probably my favorite spot right now.
I think Niles told me that too. That's his favorite spot. Have you had a donair yet?
I have had a donair for the first time. I had it about 2 weeks ago. It's pretty good.
Yeah, you liked it?
Yeah, it's pretty good.
Nice. I got to ask you, toppings. What did you go with? Just the classic tomato, lettuce, and onion?
Yeah, I went with the classic. I figured why not try the classic. I remember last year, my first time trying the poutine, I really went with the classic because I feel like you can't jump too far ahead if you don't like the classic, man. You can't mix it up, so you got to start there. So, yeah, I went with the classic donair.
Awesome stuff, Nick. Well, man, we wish you all the success this season. I mean, just seeing from what you did in the preseason, I know you're going to have a great season here, and I wish the same for the team. The best of luck on Saturday, boys. Go get that W, and I'm sure we'll chat again throughout the season.
Thank you so much. God bless.
It's Nick Anderson from the Edmonton Elks. What a beauty, eh?
How do you not like Nick Anderson, man? He's awesome.
I mean, if we're going to give the old regime a credit, the finding this guy is top of that list.
I can't wait to watch him play.
He had 10 tackles in half a game.
Yeah.
10!
I gave him credit for one more, but...
Some guys don't have that in 3 games.
Yeah. No, this is...
I
love that
see,
he signed.
Yeah. I see a defensive player of the year here for him.
Really?
At some point in his career.
Okay.
He's that good, man.
Yeah, the loyalty thing is cool too. What he says and stuff. Like, people that are loyal to me, I'm loyal back, you know.
And it kind of bothered me that I forgot to ask him that he was ranked in 23rd in the top CFL players by TSN.
I will get time for that.
I had more important questions, but if he's tried to...
We'll wait till he's top 10, okay?
He's an absolute beauty. Like, guys, if you're a casual CFL fan, Elks fan, number 48 in your program, look, like, this guy's an absolute beast. He's a humble guy. He's grateful. He's a great teammate, and he's an absolute stud on the field, man. And he's playing with Niles Morgan, man. Those two could be the best duo this time around in the league. And you got Cordell Jackson moving from the secondary to play the Sam position. Ooh! I mean, how big would that win be Saturday, Joaquin? It's been so bad here for so many years.
It would just, for the team, I'm just thinking of the people involved, the team, just because they're going into a bye week too.
Yeah.
Right? So, like, just get it done and just a big sigh.
Yeah.
You know, let the air out. Okay, we got that one. Now it's time to go. Because they've reconstructed everything on this team. It was a full forensial audit and changed everything.
Well, for me, it's like you go into the bye week. A lot of guys go home, right? You know, a lot of guys don't bring their families up or whatever, but you're just breathing easier. Like, there's not so much pressure on you to win that second game, even though you want to.
I mean, I know you asked me the question a few shows ago about a bye week right away or something. I said, was that a good idea? If they can get a win, I think it's great to have that bye week so early.
Yeah.
Just so they can, okay, like, marinate in the victory and kind of, get ready for the. I mean, if they lose, it's not great too, but I think it's okay in a sense if they do play that style of game, that they don't shoot themselves in the foot. They have a solid performance, something to build on, and things that maybe that first bye week can allow them to, get some of the nastiness or kinks out of the game.
Yeah, because if you lose, then you have a week to think about it. You're dwelling on it.
Yeah, well,
especially the guys that have been here for the 3-4 years.
That's what I mean. Like, so I guess it could be a double-edged sword in a way, but that's why I think this is so important for them to feel good.
Oh,
for a longer time to feel good, and
it's going to be a lot of pressure on this team to win. A lot.
Yeah.
They won the offseason, but until you do it on the field, it doesn't really mean much. So let's go green and gold. The tough opponent, I think. BC Lions are going to be game. I think it's going to be a close one. I truly, truly do. And we appreciate Nick Anderson's time, as they'll fly out tomorrow afternoon. Get a nice, maybe get some nice sushi, seafood if you like that kind of stuff. Relax. Yeah.
He called it sushi.
Nick's mannerisms remind me of Willie J from P. Dan, Jets fan. Yeah, very similar. Nick needs a beaver tail from Andrew in Ottawa. They have, I've had those in Ottawa. They have like a stand. They're good. A little messy.
I think I've only had one beaver tail.
Yeah, they're good.
No.
Good spot on white. That's
there's beaver tails on white too, right?
But it's like an Ottawa thing. They have like this. They have those like this famous stand that you go to and you eat there. Yeah.
Okay. I was trying to think of like, I guess fish. The seafood's big in Vancouver. You're so close to water.
I love seafood. I'll be down there in September, so I'm hoping to hit up some nice seafood spots for sure. All right. Coming up next, we'll close it out. Get you ready for Reed Wilkins, Jay Mellon. They got a loaded show from 3 to 6. I know JC Sherritt will be on the show, defensive coordinator for your Edmonton Elks. And I mean, Edmonton legend as well. Won a Grey Cup here, was an excellent linebacker for the green and gold. And they got a whole whack of awesome guest as well. So keep it locked here on EST Afternoons. We're back after the break. Here's Coop Sports Update.
Multiple sources, including Ian Rappaport of the NFL Network, are saying that 41-year-old Aaron Rodgers is expected to come back for his 21st NFL season, signing a one-year deal in Pittsburgh. From Saskatchewan, the Riders and Red Blacks kick off the CFL regular season. That one gets going at 7. While in the NHL, the Bruins are bringing back Marco Sturm as their head coach to replace interim coach Joe Sacco. On the court, Indiana visits OKC for Game 1 of the NBA Finals. Tip-off is at 6:30. While there's 7 games live in baseball, Toronto up 8-zip on the Phillies in the bottom of the 5th. 1 out, Jonathan Clase at bat for the Jays. Meanwhile, the Mets and Dodgers are underway. It's 1-zip for the Mets in the bottom of the 2nd. Back in Edmonton, the Riverhawks are in action facing the Harbor Cats to close out their series. Riverhawks finding a 9-1 win last night. First pitch for that one goes just after 7. And at the Canadian Open, it's tight in the standings. 2-way tie for top spot at 7 under between Cameron Champ and Thorbjorn Olsen. Canadian Taylor Pendrith sits 2 shots back at 7 under. The final segment of EST Afternoons brings us back after a brief intermission. I'm Zachary Kubish, and you're up to date.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne.
5-time Stanley Cup champ. It is Charlie Huddy.
It's a lot of hard work that goes into the playoffs and to be able to get to the Stanley Cup Final, and people have no idea what goes on inside that room and what goes into getting to the spot that they're in right now. So I wish them all the best, and hopefully they can pull it off, and the city can enjoy another Stanley Cup.
The Reed Wilkins Show with Jay Milne, weekday afternoon, 3 to 6, only on Edmonton Sports Talk, your clear choice for Edmonton sports.
Experience the iconic music of Dire Straits with DSL. Dire Straits Legacy, June 12th in the venue at River Cree Resort and Casino. Featuring original members and musicians who recorded, performed, and toured the globe with Dire Straits. Alan Clark, Dire Straits' first keyboardist, plus Phil Palmer, Danny Cummings, and Mel Collins. This incredible show includes all the hits, Money for Nothing, Sultans of Swing, Walk of Life, and more. Tickets at rivercreeresort.com.
River Cree Resort and Casino. Excitement. Bet on it.
You've heard the name, but what does it mean? For over 66 years, William Huff Advertising has supplied signage from screen printing to digital to LED with design, production, and install in-house. It's a one-stop shop for all your signage needs. Edmonton owned and operated, William Huff has been trusted by the biggest companies and teams in the City of Champions and many others across the country to do the job. If you're looking for a way to get the word out about your company or event, they are the answer. Go to www.williamhuff.com. Their results speak for themselves.
What's up, y'all? That was
hard fade.
Hard fade, brah.
It wasn't the fade, man.
It was the.
I didn't even click the fade. It just went out.
Was it me?
Makes it easy.
Did I screw that up?
It's all your fault, Hernan. No, I'm kidding.
Sorry, man. Nick Anderson. It was such a.
What a shot! Your buddy just hit it from like 50 feet.
My countryman.
Yeah, Cristobal
del Solar.
Cristobal del Solar.
I did not know he was. Because I know Joaquin.
His pants are tighter than Tommy's. I just saw those things. Wow.
Hey, Joaquin, as I always do in the final segment, I have some cool little things for you. Did you know that today's National Ketchup Day?
Oh my gosh. Someone put Connor at home.
What's your favorite thing to put ketchup on?
Oh, God.
I'm not a big ketchup guy.
No?
There. I like it, but I don't like. I don't have to have it with my fries all the time.
Okay.
Sometimes I just like my fries like that.
Yeah. You know, I guess I'm not a ketchup guy myself, but I use it.
Yeah,
right?
Me too.
So when I make like pulled pork, when I make the sauce, there's a ketchup component to it. And even now, like it's funny. So in Italy, in Val Gardena, if you go to the coffee shop in the villa in the city, Paoli is the owner there. he was an Oilers fan, and in his little cafe restaurant, he was a goalie too. So there's 3 jerseys in there. There's Patrick Waugh, Dominic Hasek, and me.
I love it.
So, and I'm in between them both.
Oh,
but he would make this pink sauce for like sandwiches. Like I'd go in there and have sandwiches, and I was like, "What is this?" And it's basically mayo and ketchup. I didn't even know, right?
Yeah.
So, but that's what I do now. Is when I have ketchup, I'll put ketchup in a little bowl with mayo. A lot of times I'll chop up pickles, and maybe a little hot sauce. So I would really say I don't go, but if I just have it in the squeezies, yeah, probably hot dog,
hamburger.
Hamburger, yeah.
So my aunt, she puts ketchup on everything. Pizza, her rice.
Oh.
Yeah, I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah,
but I know people that put ketchup on everything.
Oh yeah.
Like
when I was in junior and had certain billets, like I remember my first billets, they couldn't cook worth a lick. And my mom came and saw me and was actually worried about me. I looked like I was in I hadn't eaten in years or whatever. So, because their food was so bad, but the ketchup was on the table every day, right beside the A1. And they just put that stuff on everything.
Oh, for my fries, it's rare that I'll eat it with ketchup. Like I'll put some on my plate, for example, but I won't.
It won't be on. It'll be on the side, maybe a dip. Right?
Yeah. I think the best is on a hot dog, because I can go without it on a hamburger. Like if it adds, like let's say, like avocado, or do you know what I mean? Like you can live without ketchup.
I don't like tons of sauce on the hamburger itself.
Yeah,
like I'd rather just have the like onions, mushrooms, maybe a pepper.
Big Uke says on eggs. Yeah, I don't put them on eggs.
No.
P Dan says spicy ketchup on mac and cheese.
See, a lot of people do that on mac and cheese too, and I tried it because I was like, so many people are doing this. It must be good. It's not.
It's overly salty. Like if you have really good mac and cheese, you shouldn't put really good anything. You shouldn't put ketchup on it. This might be a hot take, but the only reason that you should use ketchup as a condiment really is if it isn't up to snuff what you're eating. Like either it's dry or maybe the taste isn't there. Like a good fry, you don't want to drench it in ketchup. Maybe a dip here and there, maybe
Look
some,
at you, Gordon
some ranch
Ramsay.
or something
Where are you
like
coming
that.
up with these culinary skills?
Well, I got better taste buds than Dusty, but hopefully, hopefully Trev isn't listening.
3.
Fancy 5 cents. He says hash browns, scrambled eggs, and bacon mix that all up with some ketchup. I like them on a hash browns.
What kind of hash browns we talking here, boys?
Either
like farmer, the cube, the hashed up hash browns, like shredded.
Shredded, it's good with ketchup.
Yeah,
I like that.
Like you go to Denny's or something. Yeah.
You ever had vinegar with your fries?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's good, eh?
Yeah.
Black vinegar or like what? Or
malt vinegar.
Malt
vinegar.
Yeah. That's
the. I remember my uncle Reg, crazy. This guy thought water was bad for you, but I remember he came up. I was playing in the Kamloops Bantam tournament, and we went to like Burger King.
Yeah.
And we're sitting there, and he's there, and my dad and I, who was he's from the States, so and we're putting vinegar on the fries, and my uncle Reg, vinegar, boy, you Canadians sure are crazy. I was like, it was hilarious.
Okay, I have a weird thing though. Like sometimes I like my poutine, like your classic poutine, and I'll put ketchup on top and mix it all together.
Really?
Do people do that? Am I weird?
Yeah, that's a little weird.
I've seen other people do it, but I've been called weird for doing it.
I like poutine. I want to go. There's a place in town that has all these different types of poutine, like different, like cheeseburger poutine. Those types.
I just like a classic.
Classic.
Yeah, don't mess with it. Caster says ketchup on hot dogs, fries, and hamburgers only. Everything else is a crime on humanity. Sean says ketchup rules. Ketchup on rice.
Oh
no.
God.
Well, Big Uke says that isn't weird. Okay, so people do put ketchup on their poutine. I like it.
Maybe on the side.
Like I
Really?
like, or sometimes I'm weird. I change it up. Sometimes I just put it on top and mix it all together. Sometimes I get a side of it and just dip.
Yeah, I'm about the side of ketchup. I don't. Yeah, I tried it on the mac and cheese. That was gross. Steak. I've seen people like put it on steak.
No, that's. I'd probably get up from the table if someone
Go to the keg and put ketchup on a steak. If I was the chef there, I'd go tackle the guy.
Yeah. You shouldn't put anything on a good steak. Sorry. No sauce on any steak. Andrew says ketchup for dipping a good French fry. Also good as a component of home barbecue sauce for pork ribs, but need mustard, hot sauce, and my secret ingredients. I've seen mustard a lot for those ribs.
I put mustard in that sauce too. Like a good dollop of Dijon in there.
I think mustard, for me, I prefer mustard over ketchup.
Ooh, is it Sobekirk?
Yeah.
I like ketchup with my grilled cheese. Okay, there you have something there. But dip the portion that you're about to devour.
Interesting. I never tried that.
Have you? I have never seen spicy ketchup unless
I've seen it.
Is it in like a?
Yeah, it's in wherever you go.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh. I got to get out more.
Weird, Hernan. Just kidding. You do you on my poutine. On today's episode of Pre-Dinner Talk, we talk about ketchup. I like to dip buttered toast.
Pre-dinner talk. Who said that?
Jed, I like to dip buttered toast in ketchup and well done bacon. That's about it. I don't know about toast.
We might have to change this last segment to pre-dinner talk. That's good.
Mayonnaise says, Troll says mayonnaise on fries is pretty good though. Try that in Europe. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Waddy Cloverdale. 10 tackles? Who does he think he is? Zach Hyman?
That's good.
Yeah, that's so good. Yeah, but National Ketchup Day. So if you're going to have a meal today, maybe, maybe don't use it on anything. But like the weirdest thing I always saw, my aunt put ketchup on pizza. I was like, what are you doing? We had her over and we ordered pizza. And she's like, do you have ketchup? And I was like, in my head, I'm like, for what?
Oof. Yeah. What? Are we drinking it?
I was like, did you guys order something? Oh, boy. Also on this day, 21 years ago, Marty St. Louis scored the game winner in double OT to defeat the Flames 3-2 in Game 6 to force a Game 7. That game, I remember watching it, and I was so nervous because I did not want Calgary to win.
Oh, really? I wanted Calgary to win.
No, I did not. And when St. Louis scored, I was so happy because I knew they were going to win at home.
Really?
Yeah.
I just thought, again, this whole thing, I would have liked to have seen Jerome McGinley win a Stanley Cup.
No, I'm good.
I guess, yeah.
Okay, also, I want to see if you remember this movie. On this day, in 1987, Harry and the Hendersons was released in theaters. Do you remember that one?
Yeah.
That's a classic.
It's terrible.
It is, but it was a classic when you were a kid. And also on this date, in 1985, this is the date Ferris Bueller's Days Off fictionally takes place.
Really?
Yeah.
That's a good.
That's good stuff. Yes, grilled cheese. Good call from Andrew. Smitty the Welder. I like ketchup on poutine also. Nice. Spicy ketchup is essentially regular ketchup with Tabasco sauce.
I put in I have a special hot sauce that I use.
Okay, what's your favorite hot sauce? Because I have there's two. For me, it's Sriracha. I like it, but there's two. There's the big bottle with the green tip that you kind of, and then there's the one that it's a little bit of a smaller bottle. It comes with the seeds.
Oh, really?
It's a little spicier. Valentino, I don't mind. It's not my favorite. Tabasco.
Yeah, Tabasco's only on oysters.
Frank's Red Hot, which is always good. But do you have a preference?
Usually I go find some exotic one.
Yeah.
You know,
like that's a salsa verde.
Yeah. Or I forget. God, I should know the name of this, but it's a habanero hot sauce with ghost peppers and what's the other one in there? I mean, it's hot. Don't get me wrong, but it's not like 3 million Scoville units. But it gives you a little bit of zest. Let's just say that. But the ones you mentioned are fine.
Yeah. I like them all. Nick says, weird one. My brother-in-law does ketchup on pancakes.
Are you serious? Have that guy committed.
Holy smokes, that is weird, man.
Wow.
Yeah.
Hey, your countryman's
He's doing well.
He's up there, man.
Look at him. Let's go, DSLR.
How do you swing that club with those pants? I guess they're stretchy.
Yeah, exactly. Can't believe that Tampa Cup was 21 years ago already. Oh, big you.
Oh, man.
Getting old, buddy. We're getting old.
I remember when my, Dinger, Chris Dingman, brought the cup back, and we were at Devlin's on White Ave with that thing. I never touched it.
That's good. Frank's Red Hot. I put that on everything. That commercial.
Commercial? Isn't that like Where's the Beef at the same time? Well, buddy.
Tabasco only in Caesars.
Yeah, that's good.
I think the Tabasco is a lot more old school.
There's different types of Tabasco too. That some are more flavorful. A good Caesar. Of course, you put ketchup in a Caesar.
Okay, quickly. Dawson says, Gager, did you used to have a shot total that you like to get to understand where your game was that day? Like, did you need did it take you 5 shots in to say, oh, okay, I'm good to go today, or I'm kind of off today?
It's a great question.
It is, and we got
to tell you the truth, it was just stop the first one and go from there, right? Because you didn't know. You kind of knew maybe if I wasn't on, my team wasn't that strong, and we were playing against one of the good ones, you knew you were going to get bombarded, especially in the first period. But yeah, it basically as I got older, my mantra: stop the first one and go. And it didn't matter how I stopped it.
Yeah,
foot, head, arm, my back, and just try to go from there and build. It's tough to say because you could get 5 dump-ins, right?
Yeah.
That didn't really get you in the game. I like to face something challenging early, just to get the juices flowing. I guess that's what I would say.
Quickly, we got to get going here, but to plug our inbox, the River Cree inbox, of course, we're very thankful for them for joining us. Of course, it's 780-218-9999. They will be partnering with Chef Ramsay in opening the first Hell's Kitchen in Canada, River Cree Resort and Casino. How cool is that? Yeah.
No way.
Cool. We're going to have to go check it out now.
I have to go get the Wellington.
And then we'll go for a happy hour at 9 a.m.
You ever make Wellington?
No. Okay, we got to go. For Coop, for Gager, I'm Hernan. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for the thumbs up. We love you guys. We'll chat tomorrow on Game 2 Day. Another game day. Let's go, baby. Reed Wilkins, Jay Milne coming up. Ciao.